Neagli, David Nuno, Duane Brown in studio with us, and you were asking Duane this in the break. How nice is that to walk in there on Monday?
Dude.
And Kubiak mentioned, he said, a lot of people come in there a little early. There's a little bit more pep in people's
your step. I mean, Duane, I'm gonna take you. I grew up a diehard Oilers fan. Like, I would cry with losses. That's the kind of loser I was. Okay, and I might still be.
Sometimes you still do on Mondays.
Yeah, that's true.
3 weeks
when you guys lose on Monday, I'm not a nice guy. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. But regardless, you guys. But when you win, it's us, right? Isn't that how it is?
Yeah, you're always. Yeah, you're.
Hey,
part of
we
the team.
did this. We did, man. Did you see that block I did? No. But I'm gonna tell you, 1993, last time Houston has seen a playoff run here in the NFL. This city, you know how electric it is. You've been here. You've seen how the support is. When the playoffs come, it's a completely different feeling. You guys got a lot of work ahead of you, obviously, but this town is going to light up, man. It's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, we're excited. We love to support our fans give us, man. Reliant Stadium, when we're winning, it's the best atmosphere in the NFL, I believe. And like I said, we know we have something special with this group, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, what is Reliant like compared to some of these other stadiums? I know they're loud out there, as the offense is out there. Reliant, they're quiet for y'all. I get that, but what's it like compared to some of these other stadiums out there? And what are some of the stadiums that you're like, man, they get it done there?
It's loud, man. When our defense gets out there, you can feel it shaking, and when the roof's closed, especially, is when it's most effective. But some of the other stadiums, I say New Orleans. Those fans are pretty crazy. Indianapolis, those are probably the top two I've played in.
Duane, how weird is it that you guys not only are leading the division, you're 3 games above 500, and I hate to say the word weird because I know you kind of expect it as a competitor. You guys right now are the number 2 team in the AFC. If the playoffs were to start, you would have a bye in the first round.
It's not weird, like I said, you have the highest expectations for yourself and your team as a competitor in this league, but it's somewhere we haven't been before, and it's a great feeling. You just build confidence every week, and you just believe more in yourself and your teammates. And but we know that the target is on us. We put ourselves in this position, and teams are aiming for us. So you just have to come out every week and prove that you belong there.
Yeah, I get you have 7 games left, and you have the Bucs this week, and it's 1 game at a time. But it sure would be nice not to have to leave that stadium right there on Kirby when the postseason hits. It would be nice not to have to go to the Pittsburghs, the Baltimores, the New Englands where the snow hits, and you got your stadium in there, and it's closed. It's got to be a feeling and a goal that, even though it might not be talked about, it's probably still whispered of like, hey, man, we really have a chance to stay there on Kirby all the way up to another dome in Indy.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, to get home field advantage in the playoffs. That's what you work for, man. That's what you work for, and to have our fans behind us, be able to prepare here, it'd be great.
Wayne, it's been a fun ride, but let me ask you, before a bye week, are there ever moments where guys, I don't want to say already thinking about the bye week before the game, you know what I'm saying, like where? Because I remember the last week of school a lot of times in college or I'm not really thinking about those finals. I'm just like
senioritis.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the summer, and sometimes you need that mental break from football.
Definitely, man. You got to get away from it, for a little bit because it's an everyday grind. You get 1 day off, throughout the week. The rest of the time, it's very mentally and physically draining. So you try not to think about it too much. I think the thing that sticks in our minds the most is going into the bye week on a positive note. Not so much getting there, but winning this game before we get there. And that'll make everything that much better.
You think number 80 will be in uniform on Sunday in Tampa?
I have no idea, man. To be honest.
Give him another day, and give him another week off, and then another bye week off, and then it could be 3 weeks away.
When Dre's ready, if it's this weekend, come back. If it's in 2 weeks, whatever. I think they're listening to, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I think they're listening to Dre. When Dre thinks he's ready to play, he'll probably be playing.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to rush it at all, man. He stood up and talked to the offense the other night, man, just talked about how proud he was of us for, putting ourselves in this position, and how much of a struggle it was to sit back and watch. But, we're going to hold him down. He's done a lot for this organization, and it's up to us to keep us, going in the right direction until it's time for him to return.
That is Duane Brown. He joins us on Tuesdays here at 1560 The Game Studios. Duane, we appreciate the time as always. This has been fun the last few weeks, man. Let's keep it going the rest of the way.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you very much.